Hey guys, so please excuse my appearance. I'm not wearing any makeup. I've kind of been just like sitting around like in bed all day, and no, this is not herpes. It's a cold sore before anyone even goes there. But I did want to tell you guys like basically a little like lifetime story time kind of thing. So if any of you guys know or if you watch the previous videos, I'm from Orlando, Florida, born and raised there, been there all my life, grew up there, all that good fucking shit. I met my boyfriend last year. We were living together. He was looking for a job. He still had a job, but he wanted a different job, and what job he enjoyed more. And I was like, I've been in Florida all of my life. I'm kind of sick and bored of being here. Like, it'd be really fucking cool, like, to live somewhere else, like, somewhere that snows or something like that. Like, I was stupid. And so I was like, why don't you apply to states? See what you can get. Apply literally everywhere around the United States, and whatever we get, we'll go. And I was just like in that kind of mood. And he was like, all right, I'm down. So we did that. He got a call, got interviewed, did the interview over Skype and all that, got the job, and the job was for New York City. Now, New York City is expensive as hell, especially compared to, like, Florida. But his pay was a lot more than what he was getting in Florida, so we could afford it. But we didn't want to, like, get a lease and then move up there and, like, hate. Either he hates the job, or we hate it up there, or we don't like the area, or anything like that. So we thought the smart thing to do would probably be just to go in and get an extended stay there, and then see how we like it. So we actually decided to be in New Jersey because it's close to New York, but it's like cheaper, and it's not like in the city life, because I'm not used to the city life. Like, I went to New York and I was like, whoa, I don't know if I could live like this. But that's besides the point. So we moved, we literally threw out everything we could fit in my car. Now my car is small. It's a small little 4-door Toyota Yaris. You can Google it if you want to. Like, it's a 4-door sedan. It's like small, so we could only fit so much in it. Like, we were able to fit most of our clothes. We also have, like, this is just 2 of them, but we have 5 dogs and a cat. They went in. Actually, the drive was actually pretty great, and it was like an 18-hour drive. Of course, we made stops. We didn't just do it straight over because it's kind of cruel to all of us. But they all did very great for the drive. Like, we've done several drives back and forth since then. They've done sushi. They've done great. Sorry, I just like calling his name. But anyways, sushi. Why is he itching? Sorry. Also, this video is not going to have any editing to it because I don't have my computer and I don't feel like looking for it. But back to the stories, because I don't want this to be another. I tried recording this before and it was 8 minutes, so I'm trying not to get to that mark. Anyways, long story short, we spent 2 weeks up in New Jersey. We weren't starting work yet, so it was fun. We went to Pennsylvania, which is where he's from. We saw a lot of things. We visited places. It was cool. It was fun. It was almost like being on vacation. And then came time to work. Now, when he accepted the job, they told him he wasn't really going to be traveling at all because he was in New York. Now, we both were like, what do you mean by traveling? Because in the application, there's nothing about traveling. During the interview, that's the only time he mentioned traveling. So we figured, okay, that was weird. We kind of were like questioning, like, hopefully you don't have to travel. First week of work, they sent him to California for a week to do training. Now, obviously, I couldn't come because I have work and I'm not going through bringing 6 animals on the plane. Like, I don't even know if they let us do that, and I feel like it'd be very complicated and stressful for all of us involved. So I just stayed back in New Jersey and started my first week of work, which I hated. I'm corporate, so I literally just transferred from one store to another, and I hated the store I transferred to. It was smaller. People were so different. Like, New Jersey is just so different from Florida. Like, New Jersey as a whole, I did not like. Like, I hated it there. I hated driving there. I hated the weather. It didn't look pretty to me. Like, I hated the people. I don't hate the people. Let me take that back. I don't know everyone in New Jersey. There's some chill people up there, so let me take that back. But there was, like, aggressive driving, and we ran into a lot of, like, rude people and things like that. It was just, like, not my scene, and honestly, I will never live in New Jersey ever again. I won't even visit there. I'll drive through there, but I ain't gonna visit there. And this is no offense to anyone who lives there, but, like, no, not again. Never doing that again. And that's why I regret. I wish we would have came up and looked and saw New Jersey before we did this, because then we would have been like, yeah, we're not living here, you know? And again, no disrespect to anyone who lives there. It's just not my state. My state is Florida, and that's it. Anyways, so while he was gone, I kind of increasingly got more and more miserable, and I just hated it there. And when he came back, he kind of was like feeding off of that. So then he became miserable, so we were both miserable. We were always arguing, and we're moving literally every week. We'd live one extended state, then we live in another extended state, and we would literally pack up all our stuff, all the animals, shove it back in my car, and then move to a different extended state. And it was like not the life you want to be living, honestly. It wasn't worth it. And we didn't want to get a place because we didn't want to get into a lease and then not like it here and leave and be screwed. And I'm so glad we didn't get into a lease, because we obviously, why is he just sitting there staring at me? It's kind of hilarious. But anyways, it was like, we ended up not staying there for long. So thank God we didn't get a lease, or we would have been screwed. Because we actually broke our lease in Florida to come up here. So, like, there's that. But anyways, back to the main story. So We actually came up on Thanksgiving, so then that was ruined because we spent it all driving for 18 hours. And then Christmas, we were still up here, unfortunately. So we had it with some of his, like, distant family members, like aunts and uncles and things like that, and cousins. And that was fine. We went to an Indian restaurant, and it was cool trying Indian food because I never tried it before. And it was a fun experience. But, I mean, Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I didn't get to decorate or do any other stuff. Like, I love decorating and putting up the tree, and it would have been our first Christmas together, and honestly, it was just ruined because we were in an extended stay. So we couldn't really decorate. We couldn't get a tree. We couldn't do all the Christmas stuff I wanted to do. So that sucked, and that was depressing. Thank God we were both able to get the 31st to the 5th off, so we spent that back in Florida, and we drove back to Florida. It was amazing. We visited family. We enjoyed the weather. Like, we were living the life, and we were both happy. But we know that we had to come back down, or up, I should say, to this northern area to for his work. So we agreed, okay, we'll do this for like a couple more months, and then we'll come back down to Florida, or maybe even a couple more weeks, because we were both homesick. We both realized, like, Florida is where we want to be. We don't want to be anywhere else. So the couple days before he came back up, his job emailed them. They're like, oh, you're going to be in Washington, D.C. for a week. And we're both like, great. So now I'm scheduled to go back to work in New Jersey. He's scheduled to go back to work in Washington, D.C. Neither of us are in Florida, and we're both not where we want to be. Like, and we're both separated. And that's not what we agreed to do. We didn't agree to all this traveling, or we wouldn't have took the job, obviously. Or we would have just stayed in Florida. Because what's the point of being in New Jersey if there's all this traveling, you know? So that was a bummer. So my job was nice enough to give me another week off. So I was able to spend that week with him. I'm sorry, he's so distracting back there. I was able to spend another week with him in Washington, D.C. Now his job said, oh, actually, you're going to be here for a month instead of, oh, great. Now he's trying to play. I made a mistake. Chill out, Yogi. And then so his job was like, oh, it's going to be for another month. Not for, all the dogs are coming out of the woodwork. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Not for a week. So then my job wasn't going to give me a month off because that's not how work works. You can't just say, oh, can I be off for a month? It's not really how it works. So basically what we ended up doing is I quit my job because we can live off of his income perfectly fine. So we ended up doing that. And then so right now I'm not working, but I actually already reapplied for my job because thank God we were going back to Florida on Friday. Right now it's Tuesday, and on Friday we were heading back. And I just want to say, please, dogs are sniffing assholes back here. Anyways, please think about it before you decide to move states. I know the story is kind of all over the place, kind of rushed. I don't know if it was even well explained. I would like to make a separate video about things you should do and think about before you move because, wow, this is a lesson learned. Why is he growling back there? He's pissed about something. He doesn't like that one right there, so that might have been why. But anyways, and I also been thinking about vlogging because it was kind of like cool, like going to Pennsylvania, and then we went to the University of Maryland. I can't speak English on the way up here, and then we went to New York City, obviously, and we've been to parts of New Jersey, which I'm not gonna go there, but it was a cool experience. But I would not do it if I could go back in time. I would not have done this because it wasn't worth like throwing out all our fucking furniture we had and like packing up the car and the dogs and leaving everything we ever knew. Like, it's bigger than what you realize. You think, oh yeah, I'll be fine, we can come back to visit, but it's like you're literally leaving everything you know, everyone you know, to be out in the middle of nowhere. And thank God I had my husband and he had me and we had our dogs, but still, it's a hard thing to do. Like, it's not as easy as it seems. But anyways, this video is hitting the 8-minute mark yet again, even though I just re-recorded it. So I'm going to just upload it, leave it at this. If you have any questions, any video ideas, like I do want to tell a story time about my neighbor kicking our door in and like trying to fight us. I would like to make that kind of story time. If you guys are interested, let me know. But this video is too long, so I will bounce. See you guys later. Thank you for watching. And if you actually made it through this entire, like, 9-minute video, kudos to you because I talk too much and I talk really fast.